Hello everybody. Now I've done a few how-to videos and most of them have tried to be humorous. This one is absolutely serious, and it's because I know a lot of men are locked up in the house at the moment and you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything because of the coronavirus lockdown. So I'm going to show you how to do a really delicious meal. Very simple, but it looks complicated, and it's delightful. So, you know, maybe some of you gentlemen would like to cook your wife or your partner a meal. It's called a Wiener Schnitzel with a vodka mac. Ah, lovely stuff. Now, one of the things that celebrity chefs and a lot of cooks don't do is they don't wash up as they go along. And I think that's really important. So just wash up as you go along. It makes life a lot easier later on. And I'm having a Wiener Schnitzel and a pig, but Mandy doesn't like pork. So first thing is I'm cutting off the fat. I have to get the knife sharpener out on that other one. Cut off all the excess fat. Now Mandy doesn't like pork, so we're having for her chicken. And what we have to do now is smash it. Now for the pork, I'm using the sharpened end, or the pokey end of this. And flattening it out so it's like that. Nice and thin and good. Now for the chicken you have to be more careful because it's more delicate. So I'm going to start with the sharp end or the pokey end. You see how it falls to pieces, so I'm going to have to use the flat end or the flat side. This is the flat side, and just flatten it out. And this is going to be a really big one. Turn it over. This is all fallen to pieces, but it doesn't matter because alright, now all come back together again at the end. So that's good for that. Right, thank you. Right, the next job is crack an egg. Crack an egg, open it up, spill it in there. That's great stuff. And then we whisk the egg. One egg is enough for two people. If you're going to do it for more than that, you need more than one egg. There we are, one egg. Whisked. The next thing we need is some flour.
Sorry,
now I'm using plain.
Wrong.
Pardon? That was Alexa talking then. I don't know what I said, but there she responded. So I'm using plain flour, but you can use any sort of flour, it doesn't matter. And just put some on the plate like that and swirl it around until it's fairly open like that. And then we need some breadcrumbs. Now sometimes I use homemade breadcrumbs, but these are better because they're finer. And so we just put a load of those on the plate and shake it about a bit so it's spread out. And then I'm going to start off with the pork. Take the pork and place it in the flour. Tap it down, make sure it's all well coated with the pork, with the flour, like that. A bit more on there. Looking better. And then we pass it through the egg, like that. And so it's all coated now with egg. Well, it will be in a minute, but I just got to finish coating it. There we are, all coated. And now, just place it on top of the breadcrumbs and pat it down. Pat it down into the breadcrumbs so it's nice and well coated in the breadcrumbs. There we go. That's it, lovely. Nearly well coated now. Okay, so I'm going to get the other piece and I'm going to put it, look, this is the chicken bit, I'm going to put it in the flour and move the plate across here. I'll wipe it off, I'll wash it off first and put the pork, which is now well and truly coated, on there, ready for cooking. And now the chicken, and get it well coated with the flour. So it's getting a bit more difficult this because it all broke up, but never mind, we'll get there in the end. And that's it, just coat everything nicely with the flour. It's all, oh, it's all broken out, oh, it's all broken out. Okay, now, we need a few more breadcrumbs on here. And then we take the bits of chicken and put them in the egg. That's it. Flip it over. Oh, what a celebrity chef would make of this. He'd be so envious, knowing that I could cook and he couldn't do fish and chips. So now we'll put that in the breadcrumbs, pat it in well, and make all that looks good. So this is a chicken schnitzel, and Mandy's going to love it. Oh, she's going to love this because this is really, really good. And there we are. We have what's ready for a chicken schnitzel. Well, I'm going to serve this with some potatoes, bit of salt in there, and a melody of sweet corn and broad beans. Melody is a posh way of saying mixed up, but if you're a chef you say melody.
Bloody cheeky rat.
Well, I've boiled some water and I'm going to put that on the potatoes and I'll drop into the melody of vegetables. And then we'll get the gas on, and when that's boiled we'll ask Alexa to, better put the right lid on, we'll ask Alexa to give us the timer. Well, the potatoes have just come to a boil, so I'm going to ask Alexa, timer 25 minutes.
25 minutes, starting now.
Right, so I shall take this lot now into the living room because we're going to eat in front of the television. And we've got butter for me, Vitalite for Mandy, salt and pepper, fruit juice or squash for us to drink with, and the nice forks and napkins. Alexa, how much time left?
You have 2 timers. Second, with about 6 minutes and 30 seconds left, and a 25-minute timer, with about 15 minutes left.
Thank you, Alexa. I'm going to use olive oil. Drop the oil over in there, get that heated up. So now we can just flip those over. There we go. Flip them over. And they're coming on nicely. And in the microwave, I've already put 2 plates. I'll give those 3 minutes to hot up. Right, let's give the potatoes a check. Are they feeling okay? That feels good. And the vegetables are boiling nicely. Oh, we have 2 very hot plates, and we're going to serve up now. Mini schnitzel for me, chicken schnitzel for Mandy, Alexa, stop. There we go. Potatoes for Mandy, and for me. Lovely. 2 great meals there. Mandy, dinner's ready. It's called a Wiener Schnitzel with a vodka mac.